Farmy knows hard down and down the moon, high of the way. On the red, find that bone, helmet on. down by the creek where no one goes. Just me and these damn thoughts I hold. Water running clear and slow, finding peace, letting go. Where the creek meets my soul, where the creek meets my soul. Ooh, where the water flows, where the creek meets my soul. Hell with the phone and all its noise, trading chaos for nature's voice. Time moves like the water here. All my troubles disappear. Where the creek meets my soul, where the creek meets my soul. Ooh, where the water flows, where the creek meets my soul. Just let it flow. Sitting here as the sun starts fading down, watch the breeze make the old oak leaves dance around. Coffee's warm in my favorite chip blue cup. Life gets simple when the day winds up, and I'm thinking about calling you just to share this peaceful view. Little lights dancing in the evening air remind me of the times we used to share. Back and forth on this old swing, finding peace in everything, and peace, sweet peace. Crickets start their evening serenade as the purple sky turns to night soft shade. Got your message from 1,000 miles away. Said the city life was treating you okay, but I wonder if you miss it too. This front porch with this perfect view, little lights dancing in the evening air remind me of the times we used to share. Back and forth on this old swing, finding peace in everything, and peace, sweet peace. close my eyes and drift away to those summer nights that made us who we are today. Sweet summer nights. Little lights dancing in the evening air remind me of the times we used to share. Back and forth on this old swing, finding peace in everything and peace, sweet peace tonight. Been staring at these bills since morning came. Coffee's long gone cold, my thoughts the same. The kitchen clock keeps ticking loud and slow, and I can't seem to tell which way to go. Let the rain do all the thinking tonight, while it plays its song on this old tin roof. Let the rain do all the thinking tonight, 'cause my mind could use the proof. These work boots by the door are caked with mud. My shoulders ache from carrying more than they should. But that soft percussion falling from above reminds me of the things I'm thinking of. Let the rain do all the thinking tonight, while it plays a song on this old tin roof. Let the rain do all the thinking tonight, 'cause my mind could use the proof.
The world can wait until tomorrow.
Each drop of rain washes something clean.
The world can wait until tomorrow.
Sometimes the answers come when we just lean back and breathe. Let the rain do all the thinking tonight, while it plays its song on this old tin roof.
Let it fall.
Let the rain do all the thinking tonight, 'cause my wine could use the brew.
Let it fall, let it fall.
Let the rain do all the thinking tonight, 'cause my mind could use the proof. Let it fall, let it wash it all away. The sun's sinking low on the horizon line. My old rocking chair keeps perfect time, just listening to crickets start their evening song. After days like these, this is where I belong. When the day winds down, I wind up right here, where the stress all fades and my mind gets clear. No place I'd rather be, no need to roam, just me and peace on my way back home. Sweet tea getting warm in a mason jar, pine tree swaying, soon I'll see the stars. The neighbor waves hello as he walks on by, while red and orange paints paint across the sky. When the day winds down, I wind up right here, where the stress all fades and my mind gets clear. No place I'd rather be, no need to roam, just me and peace on my way back home. Some folks chase fortune, some search far and wide, but everything I need is where I reside. The breeze picks up gentle as the light grows dim, and my weathered steps hold memories within of countless evenings spent just like tonight, finding what I need as day turns to night. When the day winds down, I wind up right here, where the stress all fades and my mind gets clear. No place I'd rather be, no need to roam, just me and peace on my way back home. It's me and peace on my way back home. Used to race against the sunrise, always chasing one more mile. Wore these leather soles down thin, running wild day after day. But something changed this morning when I stepped out on that dirt, felt the grass between my toes. Let the world just take its time. These old boots walk slower now, found peace in taking my sweet time. These old boots walk slower now, and darling, that's just fine. Remember how you told me once, life ain't meant for running through. I was too busy back then to hear the wisdom in your words. Now I watch the morning birds take their time to build their nest, while my coffee's getting cold. I don't mind one little bit. These old boots walk slower now, found peace in taking my sweet time. These old boots walk slower now, darling, that's just fine. Some days I still catch myself about to break into that run, but then I hear your gentle voice reminding me what matters most. Each step leaves its own story in the dust beneath my feet, and the path ahead looks sweeter when you're not racing to the end. So I'll take these quiet moments, let them stretch out like the road, 'cause I finally understand what you were trying to show me all along. These old boots walk slower now, found peace in taking my sweet time. These old boots walk slower now, and darling, that's just fine. Coming up the driveway, dead on my feet. Another Monday's got the best of me. But baby, when I see our home ahead, those workday blues start fading from my head. When the day winds down, that old porch swing knows just what I need. When the day winds down, summer breeze still closes with a gentle sound. Sweet tea sweating on the dawn table there, while crickets sing their evening prayer, and I can feel the weight just lifting off. Every single worry that's been on my mind just drifts away, leaving peace behind. When the day winds down, that old porch swing knows just what I need. Got nowhere to be when the day winds down. Then I hear your foot's coming near, and everything just feels so crystal clear. You settle in beside me with that smile, haven't said a word in quite a while. Don't need to speak to know just what we found, as that sun paints colors all around. When the day winds down, that old porch swing knows just what I need. Got you here with me when the day winds down. Been driving these back roads for hours, radio turned way down low, stars scattered across the sky above me, just me and the fields I know. All the space to clear my head, thinking about what you said. These white lines lead me home. Every mile brings me closer to where I need to go. These white lines lead me home. Wind through my roll down window, crickets singing their midnight song. Used to think I needed answers, but maybe I was wrong. Sometimes quiet's all it takes to heal what had to break. Well, these white lines lead me home. Every mile brings me closer to where I need to go. These white lines lead me home. Thought I had to run away to figure out why you couldn't stay, but out here in the dark tonight, I finally see things clear and bright. All those words we left unspoken, fading in my rear view light. The further down this road I'm going, the more I feel alright. Morning's coming round the bend, and I'm at peace again. These white lines lead me home. Every mile brings me closer to where I need to go. These white lines lead me home. These white lines lead me home. The radio's playing soft and low. These empty roads stretch far as I know. Just me and these white lines going by. Something in me needs to fly. Dashboard says it's midnight, but my heart says take it slow. Yeah, dashboard says it's midnight, and I ain't ready to go home. Ain't ready to go home. Mile marker 25 or 6, my thoughts are scattered trying to fix every little thing that went wrong today, till the static fades them all away. Dashboard says it's midnight, but my heart says take it slow. Yeah, dashboard says it's midnight, and I ain't ready to go home. Ain't ready to go home. Searchlights breaking over the hills. Everything gets clearer when the world stands still. Sometimes you gotta lose your way to find what your heart's trying morning dew is settling like peace upon my restless skin, and I'm finally starting to see what's been right in front of me. Dashboard says it's midnight, but my heart says take it slow. Yeah, dashboard says it's midnight, and I ain't ready to go home. I ain't ready to go home. Ooh, take it slow. Take it slow. Let it flow. Let it flow.
You take your morning coffee on the porch swing, watch the sun climb up, don't rush a single thing. Your old truck still runs, but you're never in a race. Got that easy smile painted on your face. You've always moved like molasses, yeah. I love the way you take your time. While the world keeps running faster, keeps running faster. You always move like molasses, sweet and slow, that's just your way. You've always moved like molasses, teaching me to taste each day. La da da, sweet. When folks ask big questions, you just smile and pause. Say you'll sleep on it, that's always been your cause. Never saw you hurry through important choice. Got that Sunday morning in your voice. You've always moved like molasses, yeah. I love the peace you bring my way. While the world keeps spinning faster, ooh, keeps spinning faster. You've always moved like molasses, sweet and slow, that's just your way. You've always moved like molasses, teaching me to taste each day. La da da, sweet. Slow. Everyone's rushing, checking phones and watches, running red lights, missing life's small graces. You're still walking at your own sweet pace. You've always moved like molasses. When storm clouds gather, you don't fret or fuss. Just rock back easy, say this too shall pass. Got that river wisdom flowing through your soul, taking life in pieces, making moments whole. You've always moved like molasses, yeah. I'm learning how to breathe your way. You've always moved like molasses, sweet and slow, that's just your way. You've always moved like molasses, teaching me to taste each day. La da da, sweet and slow. La da da, sweet and slow. La da da, just your way.
Quarter moon's hanging low tonight, Been sitting here since the sun went down. Got my dad's old pole and a cooler by my side, just trying to figure some things out. You've been asking where I disappeared to when life gets too heavy to hold. Well, baby, this dock's my thinking spot, where everything moves nice and slow. These old fishing lines know more than I do about patience and letting things be. Yeah, these old fishing lines know more than I do about when to hold on and when to set free. Caught my first bass right here at 8. Learned to tie knots from my grandpa's hands. Now I'm 35 with a ring on the way, still coming here to make my plans. The water's got all my questions, and time's got all the replies. Sometimes you just gotta wait it out till the answer takes the line. These old fishing lines know more than I do about patience and letting things be. Yeah, these old fishing lines know more than I do about when to hold on and when to set free. The ripples keep on moving like the years that slip on by, but somehow in this stillness everything feels just right. So when you ask me where I've been, I'll tell you about this piece for sure, where the fishing lines has taught me everything that I needed to know before. About loving you the right way, about giving good things time. Baby, sometimes the best answers come when you just cast your line. These old fishing lines know more than I do. White lines rush beneath these wheels tonight. Each mile marker counts down memories. The radio plays an old familiar tune, while distance grows between then and now. Signs point somewhere I used to know, but something's different about this road. And these headlights paint the path ahead, through darkness stretching endlessly. I keep on asking as the hours spread, why do these headlights know the way better than I do? Better than I do. Better than I do. Time flows different after midnight falls, when questions echo louder than before. dashboard clock keeps steady company as familiar turns lead somewhere new. The signs point somewhere I used to know, but something's different about this road. These headlights paint the path ahead, through darkness stretching endlessly. I keep on asking as the hours spread, why do these headlights know the way better than I do? Better than I do. First customer walking through that squeaky door. Billy Barnes been cutting his hair since '84. Same style every time we barely need to speak. Just a gentle trim done by next week. Preacher Paul comes in with his perfect part. One last time he says, hand upon his heart. Martha brings her boy for his first haircut today. Says her daddy came to me back in the day. Young Tommy, now a father, brings his own son too. 4 generations of fades, tried and true. 40 years of stories from this same chair. Every cut and clip, every gray and graying hair. Small town memories floating to the ground as my clippers make their final round. Miss Margaret's monthly maintenance right on time. Silver strands out styles and she was in her prime. Sheriff Steve stops by not for trim, just to reminisce about times now growing dim. When his badge was new and my hands were steady, every Saturday morning like clockwork ready. The mayor made his speeches from this very spot, planning campaigns while his hair got hot. Time was slow, but the years moved fast. Never thought this day would be my last. 40 years of stories from this same chair. Every cut and clip, every gray and graying hair. Small town memories floating to the ground as my clippers make their final round. Little league winners and wedding day cuts, first dates and funerals, no ifs or buts. Been here through it all, every smile and tear, every season of life, year after year. Sun's getting lower, one more cut to go. Randy's been my last appointment, don't you know? Started as a boy with calyx wild and free. Now he's teaching math at the school across the street. Take a little longer with this final trim. Let these moments linger, memories grow dim. Sweep up 40 years of stories from the floor. Turn the sign one last time, lock up the door. 40 years of stories from this same chair. Every cut and clip, every gray and hair. Small town memories floating to the ground as my clippers make their final round. As my clippers make their final round. Call me up, said you're worn down. Life's too fast there, said you're worn down. Life's too fair in that big town. So I told you about my hometown. Ain't no rush hour on Main Street, just the morning sun. Ain't no rush hour on Main Street. Time's just begun, just begun. Old Miss Johnson at her cafe makes the coffee same old way. Waves to folks who pass all day. Ain't no rush hour on Main Street, just the morning sun. Ain't no rush hour on Main Street. Time has just begun, just begun. Rest your mind, leave that fast life far behind. Simple pleasures you will find. Ain't no rush hour on Main Street, just the morning sun. Ain't no rush hour on Main Street. Time has just begun. Just be no rush hour, no rush hour. Ain't no rush, let it flow. Let it flow. Got the window down on a dusty road. My time's been loosened, time to let it go. Pine trees swaying in the evening air. No need to hurry, got nowhere to be but there. Sometimes a long way's the only way home. Down these back roads where I can roam. Let the miles just roll on by. Sometimes a long way, the right way to fly. Passed by Johnson's rusty old barn, where Daddy taught me to string this guitar. Creek bed's dry from the summer heat. The memories flow here, sure taste sweet. Sometimes a long way's the only way home. Down these back roads where I can roam. way to fly. Too fast these days, but out here time slips away. I found what I've been searching for, letting this old road show me more. Sun's getting lower, paint in the sky, gravel crunching as the day says goodbye. The radio's playing some old country song, right where I need to be all along. Sometimes a long way's the only way home, down these back roads where I can roam. Let the miles just roll on by. Sometimes a long way's the right way to fly. Way to fly. Small town talk ain't nothing new. Mama's prayers, daddy's rules, been called wild since I was young. Something about the way I run from everything that's supposed to be right, but damn, it feels so natural tonight. Got a beer in my hand in the back of my pickup land, where judgment can't find me, where I'm finally free. Some sins just feel like home, like bare feet on gravel roads. Well, I've tried to change my ways, but these habits got me feeling safe. Some sins just feel like home, like home, like sweet, sweet, like home, like sweet, sweet home. Pastor Smith sees right through me. Every Sunday, row 3, can't wash off what's in my blood. Don't want to, even if I could. Small town saint ain't gonna be. Something about this devil in me. Some sins just feel like home, like bare feet on gravel roads. Well, I've tried to change my ways, but these habits got me feeling safe. Some sins just feel like home. They say repent, they say reform, but peace ain't always in their norm. Found my heaven in my hell, got my stories but won't tell. But some sins just feel like home, like bare feet on gravel roads. Well, I've tried to change my ways, but these habits got me feeling safe. Some sins just feel like home. dusty cardboard box in the attic, old recipe cards worn at the edges, Mama's cursive writing still clear as day. Had a pinch of love, that's what she'd say. Kitchen window lets the sun pour in, like it did back then, every weekend. Hands covered in flour, just like before, finding my way back to who I was. These recipe cards know just what I need. Simple instructions lead me back to me. Sunday afternoon, butter and cream, Mama's wisdom in between each line I read. Rolling out the dough, taking my time. Clock on the wall doesn't matter much. Fresh peaches waiting in the ceramic bowl. Each motion brings back what I lost. Remember standing on a wooden chair, learning the art of making things sweet. Now these quiet moments bring me home in the rhythm of knit and fold. These recipe cards know just what I need. Simple instructions lead me back to me. Sunday afternoon, butter and cream, Mama's wisdom in between each line I read. Sometimes healing comes in simple ways, and the pages turn yellow with grace. Not in moving fast, not in moving on, but in remembering where we belong. Sweet cinnamon scent fills the air now. Timer ticks down, patient and slow. Finding peace in what I've always known, in the love baked into every fold. These recipe cards know just what I need. Simple instructions lead me back to me. Sunday afternoon, butter and cream, Mama's wisdom in between each line I read.